Hi, gem lovers, industry partners. I'm David Artinian with Artinian Gems, and I'm here today with Dan Ellis of Ellis Jewelers in Concord, North Carolina. Now, Dan is a third generation jeweler, and he's been all across the board with, he sells diamonds, finished jewelry, and we have been doing in-store and virtual events. Dan, tell us your experience.
Yeah, David, it's been great. We are a full service store, and as you said, we do diamonds and custom and finished jewelry, but we're trying to build our colored stone business.
Right.
And you have given us the bridge to start grabbing more of this business. The first time we worked with David, we did an in-store event, and
Right.
it was fun, David. Man, it was hugely successful.
Then the next one was in during COVID time, and we had everybody had an appointment.
Yeah. And that was hugely successful because people were dying to get out of the house, David.
Right.
Do you remember that? Like people
Yeah,
wanted
totally.
something to do. They wanted an activity.
Yeah,
And when I
but
said,
we
hey, this really cool guy is coming with all these gemstones,
right.
they were like, yeah, we're coming, and we packed the store.
But we've done two virtual events too. Can you explain? Like we have right here, we have the turntable with the gems turning on the turntable of example
Right?
what it looks like. Now we've done two virtual events. You were very innovative and you were very progressive to do that during that time.
Yeah, we've had virtual events where we've had 20 people participating and we've had 4 or 5 people participating.
Yeah.
But what's great about it is David's got thousands and thousands of gems in his collection. And I can only get David to the store once a year. So what
Right.
do we do the other 364 days? David has set up his studio. He's got the right equipment. He has the right lighting. And so we invite clients to kind of have a little miniature virtual gym party with David. It's so cool. And sometimes David clients will request ahead of time that they want to see certain things. And other times
Right.
you just share cool stuff that you're coming
Right.
across.
And then you've got a lot of new staff. And so, I mean, how
Yes.
easy is this for a team of inexperienced or diamond specialists to branch into color?
Absolutely, David. We're somewhere in the middle with our colored stone knowledge. And again, as you said, I've got some senior staff, some new staff, but this is the best way to help my staff help our clients. I mean, it's easy. We have you there. You're holding their hands. You're tutoring my staff. They're
Right.
learning as we're working with clients.
Right.
So it's a great way to do this. Nobody's on their own sitting out at the counter flipping through catalog. It's like we call you, we get on screen, bam, there's gems everywhere, and the
Yeah.
clients can sit next to us. We can answer questions for them,
Yes.
and if I don't know it, I go to
Yeah.
the gem hunter.
And sometimes you bring your clients into the store and we do the Zoom on the studio right there live. You're standing with them. Sometimes the clients
Yes.
at home, you guys are at the store, I'm here, and we're putting gems on the turntable, telling them about them. What kind of sell-through ratio do you find as opposed to a general memo that would be sent in?
It's a much higher rate. It's a 50% higher close rate, David.
Yes.
If I can get them on Zoom or on screen with you, either
Right.
um, your studio, my store, their house, or get the customer here, it doesn't matter. If I can give them that visual experience where they
Right.
can see these stones, the odds blow through the roof.
Yeah.
If I just say, hey David, send me some pink sapphires overnight, let's see what they want, it's a much lower close rate because they've
Right.
pre-selected what they want and what
Right.
they're excited about. Then we give the client the chance for final approval, but they're already sold once they've
Right.
seen it on screen.
I mean, what would you say, like, just to encapsulate it for a retail jeweler? Maybe they're a diamond store. Maybe they don't know a lot about color. Maybe they don't have a gemologist on staff. What would you tell them about this format?
This virtual format is so easy, it's so user friendly. David has such a huge collection, and he has such a big collection
Yes.
in the whole price gamut. But to have David there, I think of it this way: it's like David's on my shoulder 364 days a year. It's like if I need David or I need David's wife or one of his staff, bam, they're there for me, and we can talk and we can have personal interaction, which is what people want. And they can also have the visual experience.
Right.
That's what color's about. Color is about discovery, treasure hunting, and a visual experience.
Right.
And so I encourage everybody, give this thing a shot. Like, what do you have to lose to invite 3 or 4 customers to jump on with David one day and show them some beautiful gems, and let David kind of entertain them along with you and your staff.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, the item is so much less shoppable.
Right.
It's not like the client is saying, hey, David, well, I want to see a GIA this with certain color and certain clarity. There are a lot of stones that are becoming mined out. There's no more of them, or they're limited quantities, or people have never heard of them before. So it can't be shopped. So there's no negotiating, there's no haggling. It's more a matter of, can you find something that visually appeals to their senses?
Right. Absolutely. It's an emotional sale. And if we can team up, I find that team selling is really powerful. I mean, you have the relationship with your client. I understand the gems.
Right.
I have a relationship. And you put it all together, and the client just absolutely loves the experience. They love the stories. And the closing ratio is embarrassingly high.
It is, David.
Something like this. Anyway, Dan, thank you so much. I really appreciate you explaining it to fellow jewelers on your thoughts on how this works.
David, I'll also just make this one offer.
Yes.
If you have any other jewelers out there that are curious about this and want to talk to another jeweler that will just give it to them straight, give them the scoop, please give them my name and phone number.
Okay, will do, Dan. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your team.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
Thanks, David.
You bet. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.